In this video, we are going to learn about Java, basics of Java, its evaluations, its history, and later we are going to see what is bytecode. We call it as Java's magic. Later we are going to see what are the necessary things we need to run a Java program. We call it as JDK. So let us see the first one. Let us start with the history of Java. Java was conceived by five members, right from James Gosling, Patrick Norton, Chris Varys, and to Mike. So this was in the year 1991, and this is what conceived by or at Sun Microsystems. So they have taken almost 1.5 years to create the first working version of this. In the year 1995, they renamed OAK. Initially, it was known as OAK, and they renamed it into Java, which is in the year 1995. So let us see the history a little more detail. Uh, when it comes to the year 1991, Sun Microsystem wanted to have a software which will work on every consumer electronic device. For this purpose, they had a team under or headed by James Gosling. So it was in the year 1990. In the year 1991, they came up with a language called OGG, and which has taken different properties or many properties from object-oriented programming styles. So in the year 1992, Sun, came with a project called Green Project Team. And in the year 1993, as we know, internet became very popular, and World Wide Web become very popular. And this team wants to create small programs which could run on the internet. So they wanted to create tiny Java programs. We call it as applets. So in the year 1994, they came with a browser called Hot Java, where we could run this Java small programs. Again, in the year 1995, they renamed the initial language. Before it was known as OAK, and they renamed it into Java because of various other issues, legal snacks. So this is about Java's evolutions. And Java has inherited many properties from its predecessors, or we can call it as ancestors. So Java is related to C in many ways, and it is also related to C++ in many more ways. So let us see from C, it has taken all the syntax. Almost C and Java syntax look same, or which is very similar. And from C++, it has taken object oriented features. We have seen five features like encapsulation, abstraction, polymorphism, inheritance. All these properties your Java has inherited or taken from the C++. So this is what normally what happens with Java, or this is what which makes Java different from other programming languages. So every programming language what we learned all these days, which is going to be either compiled or interpreted. But if you take Java, Java is going to be compiled and interpreted. So you could see on the screen where we do write Java files. We call it as class files. Then this could be this we can compile it. When we compile it, we get class files, and this class files is going to make the difference between the Java and other languages, because this is going to be a special code bytecode, and which is going to be machine independent, and this code we can interpret. So this could be interpreted using an interpreter. So we call Java is a language which is going to be compiled and interpreted. So this is what, as I told, we have a magic in Java, which is nothing but the bytecode. So when you compile your source code, normally in every programming language, we get a machine code, which is going to be machine dependent. But when you compile your Java program, we get something, a special code, we call it as bytecode, and which is going to be machine independent. So they call bytecode is an intermediate code that runs on JVM. So JVM is nothing but the Java virtual machine where or which is going to act as a interpreter. So which is going to be an abstract computing machine that enable us to run the Java program, which is Java virtual machine. This is what how the actual Java program runs. So we have to save our program as .java. So you can give any name for this. You can, if your file name is a, you can save it as a.java. Then you have to compile it. So once we compile it, we get something called a class file. Let me repeat, this class files are known as the bytecodes. So which makes Java different from other languages. Why? Because this bytecode is going to be the language which is machine independent. So once we get this bytecode, this could run on any machine, which can be on Windows or Linux or Mac, any platform, because this is going to be platform independent. So every machine has got an inbuilt Java virtual machine, or which is going to act as Java compiler, right? So this is again the same thing. Normal Java programs, we need to compile it. So when we compile it, we get Java bytecode. Java bytecode is Java magic, and which is going to be, or which is machine independent. So this Java code we could run on any machine, provided Java virtual machine, which can be run on Mac OS or Windows or Linux. So this is what about bytecode, which is going to be highly optimized set of instruction. So which is or which could be executed on Java virtual machines or Java runtime. And the Java virtual machine is designed to be serve as a Java interpreter for the bytecode. So this bytecode could run on any machine, as I told, which can run on Mac, which can run on Windows or Linux. So details of JVM will differ from platform to platform, but all understand the same bytecode. That is the major specialty of this JVM. Every JVM will understand the same Java bytecode. So this is what we need JDK, or we can call it as Java development kit, where we could write and run Java application program and applets. So if you take Java program is divided into two categories. One is application, other one is applet. In JDK, we could run both the programs, and we for this sake we need to download JRE, or when you download your JDK, you will be getting both the things. So we have a compiler called Java C, which is going to compile the Java programs. We have a Java, which is going to be the interpreter. So other things normally we don't use. Okay, so we need to download JDK. With JDK, we'll be getting all the necessary stuff. We'll be getting Java C, which is going to be the compiler, and Java, which is going to be the interpreter.